So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The COVID-19 Academic Crisis Response Consortium, composed of the Ateneo Professional Schools, the Asian Institute of Management, Stephen Zuellig School of Development Management, the De La Salle University Jesse M. Robredo Institute of Governance, welcomes you to this webinar series on COVID-19. Today's webinar features best practices from Israel. It will provide insights and experiences to be shared by our distinguished guests, His Excellency Rafael Harpaz, Ambassador, Embassy of the State of Israel.
COVID-19. What can I tell you? If we have another webinar in 3 months, maybe everything will be different, because I'm looking, Manila entered to the enhanced community quarantine on exactly 2 months ago, on the 16th of March, and who could believe what happened in the world at the last 2 or 3 months? I tell you what is my belief. The countries that will be at the forefront of the scientific, technological, and economic technologies will be the one that will move faster when we go out from this crisis. The experience has demonstrated that crises are a catalyst for economic and technological innovation and developments. In Israel, this is because of our startup capacity, our startup and innovation mentality. I think Israel can be there. We have a lot of technology and innovation when it comes to artificial intelligence, cyber, big data, food security, health technologies, cloud issues, encryption, robotics. We are multidisciplinary. Again, we are small. We have our challenges. We are not perfect. I'm not them, but we have, because we don't depend on 1 or 2 technologies. So I think this is something which is very, very important. The next lesson that I'm taking from it, that health and the health system is a major component of national security. All the years, in Israel we have mandatory military service. All of us goes to the army, men and women. That you need to have a strong army, strong air force, strong navy, strong economy. But having a strong health system, strong health services, responsive health services. Everybody understands, it's global now, that you need to invest in health and health services because it's part of your national security.
Ms. Yulia Rachinsky-Spivakov. Ms. Yulia assumed her position as the Deputy Chief of Mission in Manila last October 2017.
It's a matter of education, because from a very early, very young age, Israeli citizens are educated to challenge the paradigm, to challenge the authority, and to think about solutions to difficult situations. So the innovative ecosystem in Israel continues now in its efforts to assist the global struggle against coronavirus. So a lot of Israeli scientists, entrepreneurs, and institutions are working tirelessly as a part of the global effort to tackle the crisis.
One of the things that also comes up, as you mentioned, Mr. Ambassador, is the whole government approach, having all the cabinet agencies, the ministries, the entities coordinating as one unified whole. Could you give us a key example in terms of the early warning actions that your government took in terms of coordination that was able to prevent flights, that was able to track and produce testing right away?
That every day is a new story where COVID-19 is concerned, and we will be learning all the time. And also that to stop this pandemic, the discipline of citizens is needed everywhere in the world.